Hi, everyone. Welcome to the latest episode of the show. Today I'm joined by Dr. Tehseen, who is a CEO at Decimal Solution with PhD in software engineering. He has expertise in software product design, development, and process optimization. You'll find the link to his company in the description for this video. Welcome to the show, sir. Thank you for joining, and I'll let you introduce yourself.
Thank you, Rennie. My name is Dr. Tehseen, and as you already introduced myself, I have done my PhD in software engineering. As an entrepreneur, I'm doing the business since 15 years approximately. So previously, I was doing the business of launching the software companies, making them in a stable state, and then selling them. Since last decade, I'm running the company with the name of Decimal Solution, where we are providing the clients with the services of custom ERP solutions, custom software development, web-based application, mobile-based application, augmented reality-based applications and games, and blockchain-based software applications. Along recently, we are just introducing with the facilities and applications of AI solutions.
Perfect, perfect. I know a lot of companies that might be your potential clients. I'm looking at your company's page, so you seem to have a lot of employees, don't you?
No, it's good enough for now.
Yeah, so it's more than 50 people, so this is quite a big company for you.
Yes, yeah, it was honestly, it was less. It was 70 in the last year, and due to some restrictions, we have to drop out, and it's 50 right now. But we are growing, and we are going to be again in couple of months crossing the number of 70 plus. So yes, we are working with right now about 50 people. So the count does vary from 40 to 70. It does fluctuate sometimes based on different circumstances and different client projects. So it does vary.
And you mentioned that your company is doing a lot of things from video games to blockchain. So who is your ideal customer?
Yes. Actually, we have the clients around the world. Primarily, all the customers are based in USA, specifically in the North America. So we have some very good experiences in the automobile industry. Specifically, we have worked with different companies, the big names that are working in the US market. We have worked with JD Power. We have worked with the Kelly Black Book. We have worked with TransUnion, Equifax. We have worked with Route One, the biggest giant that interacts the customer and all the credit unions and the banks with all the car dealership companies. We have worked with the Royal Bank of America. We have worked with the Chase Bank as well. So we have worked with the fintech industry. We have also worked with the healthcare industry. We have worked in the concepts and all the SOPs and compliance for the HEPA compliance. We have worked in the education sector. We have created curriculum based design and curriculum based content for schools, for the school level, at you can say with respect to computer science courses. So we have worked with the fashion industry as well. We have created their 3D design and texture for their shirts and their upcoming design. So there are a lot of diverse area and dimension that we have worked. So if you're gonna say who is my best customer, every customer who is satisfied with my services is best for.
Yes, absolutely. And correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I understand, your competitive advantage on the market is that your company is based out of Pakistan, and you work with the U.S. clients. So for them, it's beneficial to work with you guys because it's maybe a little bit not as expensive as hiring companies out of the U.S. to do the job, right?
Yes, you are perfectly right. Our head office is based in US and our back office, offshore office is located in Islamabad, Pakistan. And we have all the backend developers, front-end developers, full stack engineers, graphic designer, UI UX engineers, marketing engineers, marketing specialists, business analysts. We have also some customer support people, back office in the Pakistan. So there's a lot of labor cost that is much less than the US. it is, you can say, like 50% less than that. So because of less and cheap labor cost, we have team over there. And this is one of the factor, not the all factors, that clients attract us and clients are happy to go with us, because we are able to provide them the same services with the same quality that is available in the US market with the 50% less price.
Yeah, and you also mentioned that you're physically in the US. So from what I understand, the sales is mostly, in the US, you interact with your clients, and the whole development is outsourced in Islamabad in Pakistan.
Yes, our head office that is basically with respect to sales and also for the customer support perspective, and from the, you can say, some configurations teams are also there in the here in the US. So right now we are based in California, LA, but we are also soon going to open another our office branch in the Middle East, Dubai. So yes, because of our physical presence, our registered company LLC in the US market, and myself presence and my some members, approximately we are 6 people right now available in the US market. So because of that, we are here, we travel and we face the customers dealing and we connect with them. And because of that, we are able to get good client relation, good leads that are convertible to sales,
Yeah, makes sense.
because it
And
creates the trust value with the customers as well. And face-to-face dealing and front-facing and the interactions, more accurately, the live interaction does matter a lot.
absolutely. And as you mentioned, you are running this company for about 10 years now. And I'm curious to learn about your journey from the get-go, and how you grew the company, how it went over the years, maybe any challenges that you had to overcome or anything else.
Okay. Uh, it's a, of course, long story, but I'll try to cut it down. So basically, you can say that it's my, you can say, it's my habit in my personality. I was born to be an entrepreneur, more accurately, right? So I was a person of marketing and sales, and everywhere where in my childhood, where do I move in the gatherings, I attract the clients, right? So I attract the client in the aspect that people wants to connect me and people wants to communicate with me, because I want to communicate with them as well. So it's a mutual vibes that grew you. And I brought up in the community and I brought up in the culture where people around me are, most of them are the business icons, right? So they are definitely an inspiration. It's in my blood, you can say, that I need to be an entrepreneur. That's a success to that's one of the reason for my success story. But if you're gonna say a formal way of it is doing it, it happened that back 15 years ago or maybe more than that. I was traveling once. I was going to my institute for some studies. So on the way back, I saw some beggars and I saw a very old age person. He is at that time a beggar, right? And most of the people are not even treating him like a good human being, and he was facing a very challenging time at that time. And I think so he just need a couple of pennies at that time for his survival. So all of a sudden this thought came in my mind that I could be the one at his place at the moment. So at that time, this transit me and this triggered me that I should not be at this place. I should be at the place where I should be able to help a lot of people, especially the old age people who are not able to create their survival comfortably for their life quality. So that is the point that I thought that I should be the one to contribute to the people, especially the old age in their lives. So in that concept, I started analyzing, observing, thinking and doing the research, what exactly can be the path by following that, by adopting that, that I will be able to help those community and those people. So considering that, I thought it is always the businessman. I saw many YouTube channels, and of course I do follow many people on the LinkedIn and Instagram, and I read blogs daily. I read different books, like I have read approximately 100 plus books and different concepts about the wealth, the business, the economics, the finance, the entrepreneurship guidelines, and their directions and path. So ultimately, considering all this stuff, as soon as the more I get the knowledge and as the more I think about the things, I come to know that it's always the hard work. It's always a consistent effort. It's always a dedicated commitment that you need to continuously perform. So considering that, I observed that all of the top 100 icons like Jack Ma, Elon Musk, and in today's work, Mark Zuckerberg, and all of them, Richard Barron, and all of them, if you do consider their life and if you do study their life, how they become a good entrepreneur and top business icon in the world, one thing or a few things are common in all of the journey. The one thing that is their vision is very clear, and the second thing that is that they never stop trying, they never gave up, they are continuously doing. Like I was listening the interview of Jack Ma, and he has, I think so, more than 10 failures before launching it, right? So a failure is never a success, a failure is a step towards success, right? So considering that entrepreneurship's common aspects and the common challenges they face, I be able to learn that the business opportunities are always there in the market, and they're like buses. If the one bus is coming, the another one is coming. If the one has gone, the another one is definitely coming, right? We need to take a bus and we need to travel that. So success is never a specific destination. If someone is saying that if I reach at this value, or if I reached at this point, if I attend this much sort of applications, or if I have this much headcount in my company and I'm a successful person, no, I think so this is a wrong definition. Success is a journey. You have continuously need to travel. Like if you want to live a good quality of life, one of the aspects is you need to live a healthy life. And in order to live the healthy life, you have to exercise regularly, you have to be very good in your sleep cycle, you have to maintain a very balanced and healthy diet plan in your everyday schedule. So until you follow the healthy diet and exercise schedule and all these things, you will live a very quality of healthy life. The day you are going to left over or avoid these things, definitely the day you are going to enter into the world of unhealthy lifestyle, right? So similarly, success is not a destination, it's a everyday journey, it's a everyday activities that you need to perform. And by following those activities and by following those sort of action and habits, ultimately you will be able, that it will be your nature, you can say, that makes you an entrepreneur, that makes you a businessman, that makes you a person. It's never be an entrepreneur is never someone who is just a dreamer, who just do process, who just plan everything and do nothing. It's always about doing the things, doing the action and performing the things and getting the things done. It's never about that a successful person or successful man or a businessman entrepreneur is the one who is just doing or getting the wealth or getting the richest. It's always about having the value that you are introducing to the people out of the community. So in my journey, what I face is the challenges and the issues is of course every beyond a lot of difference. Like everyone has own pens that you need to go. If someone wants to be live a good life or challenging life and wants to grow, so he has to face the pens. It's never the overnight job that is to be done, and it's never a 8 hours job. That if you are thinking that you are going to work for just 8 hours and you will be an entrepreneur, I totally disagree on it. And whenever you face the challenges and problem, either this is the opposition from people around you, either it's a negative thoughts from the people, either it's some wrong decision by yourself, either it's uh, something wrong you have done unintentionally with some client, ultimately it is convertible to a challenge and a problem, right? So whenever you have a challenge, whenever you have a problem, you need to convert that into opportunity. So I always, from my start, observed and followed and adopted the approach that I'm going to suggest for all the people who are going to view this podcast is that whenever you are facing any sort of challenge or any sort of problem or any sort of worries and issues, rather to become upset and rather to become worried and rather to get down and frustrated, you should be happy. Why? Because it is the time you are going to get the opportunity. So convert that into the opportunity, because after every darkness, there's a lightness. After every problem, there will be definitely a solution. All you need is to just identify that solution and adopt. So the best you can do, if you are doing that, ultimately the best result will come. It might be, of course, some time later. It might be possible, but it is never be possible that if you are doing the hard work with consistency, with focus, and with dedication, it is not possible that success is not coming on your way. Success is going to warm welcome you 24/7, right? So the most biggest challenge that I faced is that in my journey, no one was specifically there to support me and to guide me on an everyday basis. I don't have a lot of formal guidance of any supervisor or any sort of, you can say, boss. I'm doing the things on myself. Definitely I have mentors, definitely I have some inspirational entrepreneurs, definitely I'm taking some sort of trainings from some coaches. But in my startup, when I started the business, no one was there. And of course, there will be there was some failures in the start. I have done how many failures? Maybe 10, I think so, right? And every failure motivated me more, because I told you a failure is a step towards success. So I read somewhere in a blog that still in my mind, and that was a step that boosted my courage and confidence and motivates me, that opportunities are always there. Someone will get it. Why not you? So I think, why not me? What exactly is not built in my personality? If in the start, as I said, that I was born to be an entrepreneur, so why not me? Yes, it's me. I have to do it. So I worked for even 18 hours. I worked for even 20 hours regularly for a couple of months or years, you can say. And in all those time, there was a time when I was working in my startup all alone, right? And I was my own boss, and I was my own office boy, and I was my own developer, I was my own designer, and I was my own client even, right? So that is the time I need to face it, right? So that hard time will ultimately be convertible to some results, right? So in this journey, the most important thing is that you should be very much clear about your vision and goals. If you want to achieve anything in your life, if you are not clear about your vision and your ultimate goals, and you don't know what is the best possible and optimal approach in the path that you need to follow to do it, it's very difficult for you to go over there. Secondly, you should be attached the quantification from with each task, so that numbers can be generated. If you are not quantifying the things, if you are not saying the thing that by the next week I will do these 5 tasks completed, if you are not planning like this and doing like this, then this next week will never be never be coming. And the third thing is, uh, do audit of yourself, your actions. Before sleeping, you need to audit yourself, how you spend your day, how much time you have wasted, and how much time you have utilized. And any effort which is not uh, result generating, which is not contributing to the client and the customer and the people working with you and the community for you are working for, all that effort in today's world will be multiplied by zero. So in this world, if you want to grow, there, because there are millions of entrepreneurs right now in the world, not thousands, it's millions now. So if you want to be unique and the best, and if you want to be in Fortune 500, if you want to be in the top best of your community, then it's the quality work, it's the creative work with the defined deadlines, milestones, and with the clear commitment that you're going to define in your quantifiable approach. And considering and moving onward, document everything as much as you can. If you are not documenting your business, if you are not uh, writing the things in black and white about your financial matters, about the upcoming goals, and especially if you are not doing the retrospective meetings, what goods and what bads you are learning every day, so that the next day is much better than the previous one, then it will be really very much difficult and a lot more challenging to go for a journey in an easy approach. And in the journey, many people are going to join you happily. Many people are going to join you in a bad mood, in a sad mood, and most of the people will leave you for one reason or another reason. So people needs to leave. Either they're your business partners, or either they're your top management employees, or either they're your B2B partners, or either they're your anyone who is concerned with your business boundary. So you need to be still focused with your vision. You still need to be clear about your goals. It's not only about anything else, it's about you. So you need to build a very good set of team. You need to create a team. It's never success is never about by one mind. Success will always be coming, a good success will always be coming, or in a short time success will coming with the multiple minds. So I'm lucky enough in my journey that all the time I am having a lot of good minds. As you know, I am also a teacher, and I'm also doing the lectures in a highly reputable organization. Considering that, I am always most of the time living with the young blood, the people in the age of 20 to 35, right? So this generation, or this age of generation, is always striving for the learning, or they always wants to grow. So with these young minds, I'm myself also learning as well. I'm also there to every day I am able to know about their challenges and their problem they are facing. So that creates a thought in my mind that what are the solution for the things that I need to do. So, and I always try, whoever the people are, either they're my friends, or they are my junior or senior, or my colleagues, or my business partners, or my clients, whenever someone approaches me for any problem, whatever thing it is related to, I always try to facilitate that. I always try to get a solution for that, either in terms of physical help, or moral help, or some financial help, or technical help. It does depend upon, right? So when you have a thought of, this is another factor of success, that when you have thought of can do attitude, like you need to do it, whatever the resources, time, effort, energy you can put on, there will be definitely a solution for that. It is the same thing, when there's a will, there's a way. So you need to create your will, because all the things in your life can be controlled by your mind. And what exactly the mind is a will. So you need to be very much strong in your will, and you need to build that in your personality, definitely. So there are a lot of things that I faced in this journey, and still facing, and expecting to be faced. But this is what it is, and this is the beauty of successful life. If I am living in the comfort zone, and I'm getting all the things in a very calm way, in a cool approach, I will not get the taste, and I will not get the quality of that life. So the more challenges will be, the more quality and the more tasteful life.
Mhm. Thank you for these learnings that you shared. It's a lot of value, and I'm gonna be honest. I'll probably listen to this episode again just to, note some of the things that you said, because I agree with a lot of that, and I myself also need to work on many of the things that you talked about. I think this should do it for the episode. Thank you, sir, for joining again. I'll leave the link to your company in the description, to your LinkedIn, if anyone wants to reach out. And yeah, good to have you tonight.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you so much.